Hey YouTube, it's B3. Back with another review. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. But it's not really a review. I'm just kind of reading this this fan fiction on fanfiction.net by Kaiju Diaries. From January 2019, Mothra's Diary, Book 1. It's a kaiju romance fan fiction. We already did a first part of it. You can check that out. And this is part 2. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, Thursday. I'm finally waking up for real. The last 2 days have been quite the blur. It's 8:45 according to the sundial. I'm stretching my wings out to my full span and letting the sun soak into them. The fairies said I have a wingspan of 575 feet. Something feels missing. Where is Godzilla? Why would he be there when you woke up? He has his own home. I'm searching for him. I bet he's by the beach basking. I'll go look there. Sigh. He is at the beach, fighting Ghidorah. They are so busy pounding each other, that they don't even notice me. Ghidorah's third head shoots a gravity beam, an attack that only Ghidorah possesses. They felt the need to write that. They are both muttering, I'll listen in. I am the king of the monsters, and she will be my queen. Oh yes. Godzilla's Borat now. You did this to yourself. I will have to put it into you. That's how Ghidorah is typed for real. Ghidorah binds his wings together and creates an energy impulse that knocks both of them away from each other. Godzilla charges up, then shoots his breath into the sand, slowly directing his breath upwards. I'm going to jump in. I will save them both. I flap my wings and they spread to full length. Then I flap my wings and launch myself into the bat. What? I don't know what's happening. I remember where I am and what happened, but I can't grasp any of it. I'm looking toward my right wing, and there is a massive hole in it, with a charred outline. I'm regaining my hearing. I also see Ghidorah, little Godzilla, and Godzilla standing above me. I hear this. This is a problem I have with this story. It's in like the present tense. So Mothra, whenever she's doing something, is writing in her journal at the same time. Like you see how it'll cut off because she's writing in her journal and then she gets hit by an atomic blast or some shit. And then she's like, what? I don't know what's happening. Better write that thought in my diary immediately. It's not written like a diary is written. If you want to do the diary format, you have to write like a diary. You did this, you killed my queen. Daddy, what's happening? Is she okay? Is she gonna live? Don't worry, it's all gonna be okay. See, you have traumatized the boy and killed the moth. I feel something pulsing into me. Oh no. Oh, or rather, out of me. I look to the sides and I can see the color flooding out of my wings, like spilled ink consuming a scroll. More like the opposite of that, though, right? King Ghidorah bites Godzilla's chest and lands a blow. I try with all my might to get up, and I succeed. She's alive, Daddy! Alive, alive! Arrgh! What? Alive? Ghidorah's gaze turns to me. Rise, my queen, let us find a cave. If you catch my drift. He wants to fuck her. What? Your queen? I ask cluelessly. I see that little Godzilla is running to the temple. My love for you is strong. Please accept my offer. I'm quite lonely. Ghidorah speaks like an Indian guy types. Godzilla stands defensively. He's thinking about what to do next. I don't trust him. I really thought he'd stop shooting his breath after he saw me soar through. Mothra, of course you got hit by his atomic breath. You jumped into the middle of a fight. His atomic breath was probably already firing by the time you jumped in there. You probably jumped in the way of it. Obviously it wasn't breath meant for you. It's not like he betrayed you. You just did something reckless and stupid. God, she's a teenager. Little Godzilla runs back, clutching a small, ornate box. Not just any box. He unlatches the box and Godzilla turns to stare. Oh boy. 2 fairies emerge, standing in the box. They are practically microscopic to kaiju. So, she's figuring relative size out as she writes. That's nice. I'm kneeling towards them, the hole in my wing letting wind pass through. Gross. I am still almost gray, with a small hint of my normal colors. The fairies are speaking now. You don't have... We will heal you, Mothra. We thank you for your sacrifice, but this is something that cannot be solved with violence. Nothing can. They bow, put their hands together, and sing a chant. And then she copy and pastes the Mothra. Masuraya, Masura. It's all there. I'm beginning to lift up, without even moving my wings. And I'm covered with the yellow dust that I see sometimes scattered around the temple. Those are your own scales. I look over to my right wing and see the gap sealed up, the patterns fitting perfectly, like the last piece of a puzzle being placed on. I am gaining color. Well, sort of. I am shocked. I'm glowing bright fluorescent blue. Ooh. Little Godzilla just shut the box. I guess right on the fairies. Just shut the box. Who cares? This feels amazing. Godzilla is saying something. You look beautiful. I'm so glad you're better. He's reaching over to give me a hug. I swat at him with my wing. I don't hit him, but I make a small sandstorm in his face. I'm sorry, Godzilla. I think I'm going with Ghidorah now. Ghidorah, without words, kicks away flying. I'm following after him. I think this will be my last writing for today. You do not have to say that. Just stop writing. Friday. The cave that King Ghidorah and I are staying at is beautiful. Tiny crystal tipped stalactites hang from the walls. They don't come out of the walls, but okay. The stalactites and stalagmites come from the ceiling and floor. Whatever. I wake up. For some reason I think about Godzilla. I haven't seen him since I rejected him, which was hours ago. I see that Ghidorah is up too. Go back to sleep. That voice will take a little getting used to. I think I'm going out for a fly with my new wings, I state. No, your wings are still egg, baby. I know, but I think I should stretch them a little bit, you know? Go back to sleep. Why? You are drowsy and tired. I think I can decide that for myself. He slams me against the cave wall with his strong muscular wing. Well, now I ache. That wall slam really made me dizzy. I'm drifting off. Okay, so he physically abuses her. He knocks her out, and she's like, oh man, his wings are so strong. I ain't trying to victim blame or nothing, but damn. It is 4 o'clock a.m. I'm looking around, and I don't see Ghidorah anywhere. Is he sick of me already? Bitch, who cares? He's abusive. Get out of there. I think. What? I take a peek. There's no... Oh, the punctuation's incorrect. That's why that's confusing. There should be quotations there. I take a peek out of the hole of the cave. The cave itself is peeking from a mountain, so pretty much only Ghidorah and I can reach it. Can't Rodan reach it? He can fly. Kumonga can climb on walls. At the very least, those two can probably reach it, right? I look further and I see a horrible sight. It is hard to see, but I can definitely make out Ghidorah torturing Baragon, making Anguirus watch. They are in a small cave and Anguirus is bundled up by his own tail against his will? Jesus Christ. That's like that's cartoon shit. Baragon is being held down by the claws of Ghidorah, and it looks like he cuts deeper into his ear if he doesn't tell him what he wants to hear. I quietly soar a couple hundred feet towards the cave. No, not towards the cave. Couple hundred feet away from the cave, or a couple hundred feet towards the fight. One or the other. Not a couple hundred feet towards the cave, because you're already in the cave. And I can hear everything now. Tell me, where is the Godzilla? I don't know. I haven't seen him all morning. Of course you haven't seen him all morning. It's been morning for 4 hours. That's what he wants me to think. Shink. Rower. These sound effects, dude. You two are of no use to me. Ghidorah cuts further down into Baragon's ear, slicing it off. As much as it utterly sickens me, I remember Godzilla telling me that he grew back his tail once. Okay, here is a common misconception about lizards. Some lizard species can grow back their tails. Not all. They cannot grow back their tails an unlimited number of times. And that doesn't mean he can grow back his ear. Does Baragon have a regeneration ability I know nothing about? Maybe he does. Fuck, I don't know. I mean, this is all an alternate universe. So I guess it's fine. Then Ghidorah pulls out one of Anguirus' spikes and plunges it into his foot. That's hardcore. I also know that Anguirus can take a hit. So she's watching all this violence happen. She was more than willing to jump in the violence when it was two guys she was attracted to. But Ghidorah, torturing these smaller kaiju, she's like, it'll be fine. I'll just sit here and watch. What is this? Oh my god. I now know all that I need to know. I soar towards Ghidorah as he flies away from the cave, and I knock him out of the sky, which as a result knocks me out of the sky as well. I land on top of him, creepily close to his chest. I scooch back, and he gets up. You didn't follow my orders! He spits. He kicks me around in the sand like a toy, and I begin to cry. You were doing that to others. How can you live with that? I spit back. Influenced by the king of the monsters, huh? Well, Godzilla doesn't torture people. And I don't either. This was all for your love. What do you want with Godzilla? I want to kill him for your passion. He almost killed you. Ghidorah has a learning disability or something. That's exactly what he didn't want to do to you. I was the one who stepped in the way. I love you. He hates you. If you want me so much, what do you even want me for? So that you can say that you're a king with the queen? So you can torture me as you do everyone else? No. Because I miss having someone. Badger probably left you because you treated her like you treat me. Which reminds me, we're done. Oh, you go, girl. No, you will not leave me to. Ria! King Ghidorah swats at me with his wing, and one of his wing claws lands a blow on my pincer. I lunge in pain, but I feel fine. You lunge in pain, but you feel fine? Which is it? Which is it, though? In the distance, I see a familiar figure, familiar booming footsteps, and a familiar blue glow. Godzilla shoots his atomic beam, not making contact with Ghidorah, but enough of a warning to keep sending him back. I thought only flying monsters could get to this cave. He made a point of that earlier, but now Godzilla's in it somehow? I guess he just shot his breath and then flew with the propulsion of his blast, right? Ghidorah is now kicking up a gust of wind towards Godzilla. He now kicks him in the chest, sending the king back. Godzilla lurches forward and slashes Ghidorah in the chest, a few of his scales falling off. Ghidorah shoots all 3 gravity beams and Godzilla falls to the sand, whining in agony. I want to help, but I don't want to get in the way like last time. Godzilla kicks King Ghidorah's leg, almost sending him to the ground. Godzilla is charging up again on the sandy ground. Pro-creative writing tip, don't use the same word to end sentences that come right after each other. It's kind of clunky. Ghidorah wraps both tails around Godzilla's neck in an attempt to strangle him, but Godzilla has already charged up. He blasts at the tails, slicing the ends of them both clean off. This gives Godzilla an opportunity to get back up. Ghidorah cries out, but is only met with the sound of Godzilla's beam nearing his 3rd neck. Which one's the 3rd neck, though? The atomic breath effortlessly cuts off the head. I'm just going to assume it's the middle one. But instead of slicing off the other heads, Godzilla sweeps his tail across the sand and temporarily blinds Ghidorah. This gives him a chance to retreat and hide away. That's the Godzilla I know. Fierce and strong, but also kind and selfless. If you say so. Godzilla turns to me and walks forward cautiously. I'm sorry about the wing. You're feeling better, right? I nod. That was kind of cool that you put up with him. He's not dead, but I would be surprised if you intend on visiting him again. I giggle. Here, I say. I tilt my head, I fly up and secure my claws on Godzilla's back. So many spines, I think. I began flapping my wings and successfully lift Godzilla up. I take him to the cave where King Ghidorah and I stayed at. Oh, I guess they were on the beach then. That kind of went over my head. That might just be my fault. Never mind. Some previous critiques withdrawn. He gasps at how pretty it is. I think I'll stay like this for now. I can now call Mothra, the queen of the monsters. And then there's an annotation that says 3 months later living with Godzilla. You wouldn't have to tell us that if you put the dates in your diary entries, you see. Tuesday. I know I haven't written in my diary for a while. Godzilla and I have been busy. This entry will be short because Tuesdays are always especially busy. Once again, don't end 2 sentences in a row with the same word. Life with Godzilla has been great. We stop by the temple sometimes. We have everything set up, so yeah. The only problem is that Godzilla can be a little lazy sometimes. It's annoying, but I admit that I'm a little on him about it. Life is good, but I can't help but long for something more. I can't tell what it is, though. Well, bye! What a way to end it. I long for something more. Life is good. Whatever. Bye! Obviously, it's like kind of a tease for a sequel. And what's this? Oh! It appears there is a sequel. Book 2. So we will be reading Book 2 if you want. I'll read you the read-up for Book 2 while we're here. Godzilla becomes concerned when he catches Mothra with Rodan after she told him she would lay an egg. Also, that story said it was T for teen, and I think it was more PG, to be completely honest. But yeah, Mothra's Diary, Godzilla and Mothra, Book 2, coming at you. I might do a different book before that. I have a dinosaur book that I bought for you guys that I think you'll enjoy. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And will I see you all later? I will. Support us on Patreon so we can buy some fun, dumb books to read for you guys. And, I guess I'm out. Peace.